This is another stream because the stream last time had no sound. Hopefully this has sound. Hopefully this has sound. Jose, do you hear me now? Hopefully you do. For some reason, sometimes YouTube messes up the sound. Great. Hello, Talon North. Yes. Hi, Obsidian, Flame of the Unborn, Christian. Yes, everybody can hear me. Yay. That's fantastic. Make sure you guys like the live stream if you can, so YouTube sees that all of us exist. So this is a live reading for anyone who wants to be read. A very, very normal reading. Hello, Nikki Davis. Welcome. Also, if you guys want to be put in the front of the line, consider super chatting, donating, and you will be put in the front of the line, and the reading will be more in depth. Hello, Obsidian. Hold on a second. I need to check. I need to write everybody's name down here. Okay. Let me see. So how is everybody doing? Everybody doing good? Okay, Jose, hold on a second. One thing at a time. Also, if anybody needs a consultation and a personal reading from me, contact me at officialspektorbaal@gmail.com. I will write it down in the description so everybody knows if you guys want an official reading from me. And if you guys need spiritual advice, I can help you. I'm doing well, everyone. I'm doing fantastic. Okay, hold on. One person at a time. Also, I do thank for any super chat to help the channel. Okay, your first, second, North. If nobody has subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing. Nikki, a tarot reading is you get one card reading. You ask a question, and I give you an advice and one card. If you want a more in-depth reading, that's going to a donation would be appreciated. Of any amount you want, and the card reading would be more in depth. Of course, if you want spiritual consultations, which I am offering now, and in-depth reading, personal in-depth reading, contact me at my email. Hold on. Okay. So, City of Blank message. Okay, I gotta write. So you're the first. Okay, Obsidian, you're first here. You cast a spell less than an hour ago. Did I receive my message? Did that? Obsidian, what do you mean did they receive your message? Did they from the spell? Did the other spirits receive what you were trying to send? Is that what you're trying to say? Again, if anybody wants to be put to the top of the reading, super chats are really, really appreciated. They will really help the channel. So if anybody can do any super chats, appreciate it. Not if you can't, you can't. It's all cool. Okay, Obsidian, let me know. Card 1, 2, or 3. Latif, nice to see you too. Again, if anybody needs a consultation from me spiritually in any matters that has to do with spirituality or an in-depth reading, I can help you. Hold on, let me just put everybody on the list. Okay, Alex, hold on. I just got to put everybody on the list here because I need to know who's next and every. Latif, I just been very, very, busy with, clients and everything. I have not, I think I have seen your message, but you can't contact me on email. It's easier to contact me on email. Um, Obsidian, so which one? One, two, or three? Again, I offer consultations, and if you want an in-depth reading, super chat donation, and I will give you a more in-depth reading. Three. Okay, let's see what you have here. Thank you, Nikki. I really appreciate it. I will read you in a second. Now, Nikki gets shot to the top right away because he did a donation. But hold on a second. I gotta do Obsidian. Hold on a second. Okay, so we have here. We have the High Priestess. This is a very, very strong card. Intuitive consciousness and inner voice. Obsidian, you are on your way. They have heard your message because you used your intuition correctly. And yes, 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 whatever work that you did, they have heard it. Okay, Nikki, let's go with you. Thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate it. Again, if anybody wants a more in-depth card reading, consider donating a super chat. If you can't, just one free reading. Obsidian, three. I already, you got the High Priestess. I've been thinking about going to the left-hand path. I've been researching a lot about spirits. That's how I found you. I don't know what to ask for the cards. Licky, let's do it this way. We're going to just ask the cards what you need to know when it comes to the left-hand path and how to go about it. And thank you for finding me. I really appreciate it. I welcome you to the channel and I welcome you to the stream. Okay. Again, everybody, I offer consultations. If you need spiritual consultation, also contact me at officialspektor@gmail.com. Okay, Nikki, I need you to pick a card. I need you to pick deck 1, 2, or 3. Two. Okay, let's see what we have here, Nikki. Okay. Okay. Nikki, we're going to do a 3 spread reading for you. So this is going to be much more information than the 1 spread reading. And again, thank you so much for the donation. Okay, so we have 3 cards here. And this will give you a better idea of what is actually going on what you need to know. You're quite welcome, Obsidian. Okay, so we have the Emperor. Now, the Emperor is a very Saturnite card. That means it's a father figuring card. It means strength. It means a man of authority. So the thing with this, when it comes to the question that you're asking about, is that it's going to take strength to go down the left-hand path, but the rewards are great. Structure is also needed, control in what path that you are actually doing. This is a very good card, and I would consider this as a question. Okay. Now, the thing with going down the left-hand path, it's a very personal path. It's a path that you are aligned with your own will as you walk down the path. And just when you are treading down the path, you have to just be very careful how you tread. But you're going to need control and you're going to need to be sure that you are authoritative in what you actually want to do. Okay, so the next card we have is the Two of Wands. Now, the Two of Wands is a very interesting card. It's reversed. The thing is, Nikki, the Two of Wands upright is usually planning, making decisions, but here it's reversed. Fear of change, playing it safe. There's going to be a lot of changes going on when you're going down the left-hand path. And don't be afraid of these changes. Allow them to happen, because if you don't allow them to happen, it won't run smoothly. The left-hand path is a very harsh path, but you are doing what you need to do for yourself to go down this path. And when you accept the fear of change while it is happening, everything will go much smoother. Okay, what's interesting, now we have the Three of Wands. Now, the Three of Wands is very, very good, which is interesting. You just had the Two of Wands, now you have the Three of Wands. Looking ahead, expansion and rapid growth. By you following this, by you being authoritative, you will have rapid growth, and you have to look ahead on what your goals are when you are actually trying to achieve this, try to achieve this certain spiritual way that you chose for yourself. But the rewards are going to be great. There's going to be some understanding of how you are and how you face your shadow and things of this type of nature, but you are going down the path that you chose, and the cards are showing that you have made the right choice in making this decision for yourself. Anyway, I hope that was informative. Okay, everyone. Dark Therion, thank you so much. I will get to you right now, Dark Therion. Thank you so much for the donation of $1.99. Could you please, do you have a question, or is just the donation for the channel? I could put you straight to the top with one card with a little bit of more information. And what do I mean by harsh path? Harsh path means a path that you have to face certain things for yourself, and certain aspects of yourself that sometimes you don't want to face when facing the shadow. It's not an easy path to go down. It's not like love and light where you run around and go, which is fine in its own work, but it's a little bit harsher because you have to face certain things within yourself. Thank you so much, Dark Thin. I really appreciate it. Oh no, it's okay. You don't have to donate. Hold on, Jose. I will get to you as soon as I can. Yeah, thank you, Nikki. I really appreciate it. Again, if anybody wants an in-depth reading from me, you could contact me on officialspektorbaal@gmail.com, or follow me on Instagram. Make sure, if anybody has not followed me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. Jose, I will get to you as soon as I get to you, but people who donate right away get pushed to the top, and then I will get to everyone else. Hector, hello. Okay. How much love? I would like to pull a card about going back to San Antonio. What's ahead? Okay, so let's see what you have on San Antonio. Okay. Let's see what the cards hold. What kind of message do the cards hold? Nikki, you are ready. The cards say you are ready. The universe says you're ready. Go down that path and enjoy all of it. Okie dokie, everyone. So let's see. Dark Therion, can you please tell me what deck? 1, 2, 3. Anybody wants to be put in the front of the line? Any super chat would be nice. It helps the channel. I really appreciate it. If you can do a super chat, it's really appreciated. Thank you so much. And you get put in the front of the line. And then everybody who has not will still get a card reading, though. Okay. So 3. Okay. I got you. Okay. So you got the 2 of Wands, Dark. Now, the thing with the 2 of Wands, it's planning and making decisions and also leaving home, which is very interesting because you're wanting to go to San Antonio. The card is actually telling you that the planning that you're actually making, um, you're going to have to really think this through before you go to San Antonio. Um, let's see, what else does it say? Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is a water symbol, which means everything should flow in the way it should. Following your heart on a journey to where you need to go. Um, Dr. I would like to ask you, what do you feel? Do you feel like the right way is to go down San Antonio? Well, if it evolves, you need to listen to your intuition, but this is a good card. You need to go. You need to go, Dr. You need to go to San Antonio. You need to follow what needs to be followed. This is a very good spread. Everything will fall in position once you get there. Yeah, it will. So, hope that helps. Again, I offer personal consultations. Consider having one with me. Spiritual questions or in-depth readings. officialspektorbaal at gmail.com. Also, if you want to be put to the line, in front of the line, consider doing a super chat to help the channel a lot. But there's complications. Everything's falling into place. Dark, I would not worry. Do what your intuition is telling you. The card's saying that it will be fine. Sometimes you have to just let things go. Okie dokie. So, Jose, let's get to you. You wanted to see if you could work with Astros, if I could remember. Again, everyone, if anybody is interested in putting in the top of the line, consider doing a super chat. You will have a more in-depth reading than just one single card. If you can't do a super chat, that's okay. I'm very happy that you are actually here enjoying the stream with us. Just kick back and just enjoy yourself. That's all I will say. Again, if anybody has not subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing. Click on the notification bell to be alerted when new videos are available. And be sure to click on the like button to let YouTube know that we're fixed. My God, I didn't know I speak so fast. Okay. Jose, tell me, which card? 1, 2, or 3? Hector, I'll get to you. I got to put you in here. Okay, anybody wants a personal reading, consider doing a super chat. So you'll get a more in-depth reading. Okay, 2. Okay, this is a very interesting read. You have the Queen of Pentacles. It's reverse. The thing with reverse, it's self-centeredness. So that means you need to find your center before you actually work with Astaroth. Okie dokie. So let's say who's next. Talon. Now I gotta move back because I need to see what Talon wrote. Of course, if anybody needs a more in-depth reading, consider doing a super chat. It helps out the channel. And I offer consultations, spiritual consultations that will help you down your path. If you have any questions down your spiritual path, if you have any questions about relationships, money, businesses, and also I do an in-depth card reading that is much more detailed than what I do online. Okie dokie. So I am looking for your question, Talon. North, what was your question? Because you are in line. Oh, here. Will I be able to? Well, that's going to take practice. Well, let's see what the cards say, Talon. Again, super chats are appreciated. They help out whatever you can afford. You will get a more in-depth card reading. And I offer consultations for those who are interested. Follow me on Instagram. You could also follow me on TikTok. Spektor Baal. Okay. Telenorth, what do I mean by find the center? Thank you so much, Latif. Thank you. I appreciate it. I will get to you right after I'm done with Telenorth. Okay, so what do I mean by find your center? You have to find your center. In a way, you probably need to just listen to yourself while you're meditating to try to allow things just to happen without worrying about anything. Don't expect anything. Just relax and just meditate. Okay. Well, interesting. We have the High Priestess here again. Now, the High Priestess, I also consider a very universal card when it comes to this. Especially with you're going to need practice with this. Using your inner voice and being very intuitive. Okay. So try to listen to your voice and be more intuitive when you are actually working on what you need to work on, Telenorth. And it will come in time. But make sure you don't have any expectations when you do it, because if you do, well, expectations really it doesn't help, because it really throws everything off. Everything goes off balance. Again, so if anybody wants in-depth card reading, a more in-depth card reading, consider doing a super chat. Latif, can you please, what question would you like? And again, thank you for the donation, Latif. I appreciate it. So, if anybody wants a spiritual consultation from me, or when it comes to any type of form of magic or an in-depth card reading, officialspektorbaal@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram. You also could message me if you want to do an in-depth work with me. Oh, Hector, thanks. No, it's I might have people. I might do more readings soon. Okay, can you tell me if 2023 will achieve some of my goals? How would college be? Okay, let's see. Let's see how it will be. Again, if anybody wants to be put in the front of the line, a super chat would be great. Helps out the channel. Or if you want a spiritual consultation from me, thank you so much, Jose. I really appreciate it. I will put you next right away, Jose. Thank you again. If anybody wants a spiritual consultation, let me know. Okay. Okay, Latif. What would you like? 1, 2, or 3? Jose, I'll get to you right after. I already wrote you in. Latif, 1, 2, or 3. I have 3 cards here. 3. Okay. I don't even know how the. Okay, so what do we have here? Interesting. Ah. Okay. So your question. Okay, so with goals. So 6 of Wands. Now, the 6 of Wands, you see a man, and he's on a horse. So he is galloping, going down his journey. So I'm sure that this means walking into 2023. Victory, success. So you are on the right. What is going to come to you is going to be victory and success in what you are trying to achieve and the goals that you want to achieve. So this is good because this is showing that whatever you are doing now, you're on the right path. Now, the Hangman is it's a card of sacrifice. It reminds me of Odin. He sacrificed his eye for wisdom. Now, the thing with this card, the Hanged Man, there has to be some sort of sacrifice, but it just technically means that you're just going to have to do things. You're going to have to accept things that you might not want to accept at the moment, but because the reward you are seeking is ahead, you're going to have to just sacrifice those things you don't want to get to where you want to. Now, you might have some stalling going on when you are doing this. Just make sure that when you're having some stalling and trying to make a decision, take your time. If you can't make a decision right away, just wait until you can. If things get too emotional, trying to make a decision, don't make any decisions. Because when a person is emotional, it's hard for them to make a logical decision. But you're still going to where you need to go on to where you are going. Now, the Knight of Cups is also traveling. Water is very important when it comes to cups because water flows. Water does not fight at all. And making sure that you are following your heart and what you need to do for yourself and your path and your future is what is important. Making yourself happy. So just make sure you try to not make any rash decisions while you are going into 2023. And if you can't make the decision right away, wait until you can make a decision. Okay, Jose. Let's see what with Lucifer. Again, if anybody needs a personal consultation from me, officialspektorbaal@gmail.com. If you haven't followed me on Instagram, follow me. If you have not subscribed to the channel, do that too. It helps out the channel out a lot. Let's all get to 10,000 followers. Anyway, I appreciate everyone being here. I appreciate everyone streaming. Thank you so much. I'm very grateful all of you are here sitting with and enjoying the stream. Hold on, Em. I don't even have you in here. So, anybody wants a more in-depth reading as I gave Latif and Dark Theron or Nikki, consider doing a super chat. You will get a more in-depth reading from me. Okay, Jose. Okay, Jose, 1, 2, or 3. Nikki, you are ready to go. It's all good. Nikki, if you want a really in-depth reading, I could do that personal. If you could write me on my email if you are interested in much more detail and what you need to do and spiritual consulting, consider writing my email. 2. Ooh, interesting. Okay. So, Jose, we got the 2 of Pentacles and we got the 7 of Swords for your reading. Again, I offer consultations. If you want to be put first in the line, do a super chat. Helps out the channel a lot. And I will get to everyone else too. Okie dokie. Let me think. The 2 of Pentacles. It's a balancing act, Jose. Making decisions, adapting to change. So by adapting, when working with Lucifer, you will start to move forward. But you have to adapt. Don't fight it. Don't fight any urge. Now, when I said to work with Lucifer, because as we last talked about this, it's very important that you adapt to any type of internal changes that are going on. 7 of Swords. Swords is usually fire. You see a man balancing swords. So there's a lot to balance here. Tactics and strategy. There also could be deception with this. And what I mean deception is when you listen to yourself. Yes, there is a line. I will put you in a minute. Welcome. What I mean deception is that when you deal with Lucifer, make sure you listen to your intuition and things around you, so you're not being. No type of deception is actually happening when you're contacting Lucifer. You have to listen to your intuition. It will be a balancing act between listening to your intuition and also making sure that you do not have any expectations. Make sure that you just allow things to happen. Okay, Jose. Nikki, you're welcome. Again, if anybody's interested in an in-depth reading from me, officialspektorbaal@gmail.com, or spiritual advice, I can help you get to where you need to go. Also, if you need any help removing curses or removing any type or house blessings, I can do it from afar. Okay. So who do we have next? Alex, are you still here? Again, if you want to be put in first in the top of the line, consider a super chat. Yes, Alex, I have you in the line after Telenorth. I need to find your question. Again, everyone, to help this channel too, if you can, share the page, share the stream. I would really appreciate it. You guys could help us all grow with the channel. Okay. Alex, I'm looking for your question here. Trying to find it. What is the purpose of life? I said, okay, what is the purpose? What's the purpose of my life? Yeah, that's a difficult question, Alex. I mean, I would consider doing an in-depth reading with me personally for that type of question, but I will do the best I can with what we have here. Okay, Alex, I want you to pick 1, 2, or 3. Jose, that was a 2-card reading. Okay, 2. Well, the thing, oh, this is the 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords is reversed. It's a person trying to figure out what they want to do. Self-acceptance. To move along, Alex, you need to be self-accepting of any changes that are going on around you. Again, if anybody needs to be put on top for more an in-depth reading, consider doing a super chat. If you cannot, it's fine. I will get to you. And I offer consultations and really in-depth reading. And if there's any spiritual matters that you want to deal with, spirits that you want to deal with, goetic spirits that you want to deal with, any type of spirits that you want to deal with, I can help you deal with them. Or astral projection, you need help with that, consider contacting me on officialspektorbaal@gmail.com. Okay, let me see, who was next? Guys, I just have to look up on the chat. Okay, the GT Joy, you're next. GT Joy, you there? Again, if anybody wants to be put on the top of the list, consider doing a super chat to help the channel out a lot. I will give you a more in-depth reading, and I offer consultations. GT Joy, are you around? Okay, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so well, I guess we're gonna have to wait. Hector, are you around? I'm sure you're around. Okay, Hector, what was your question again? I just have to look it up. I could go back. Kimberly, I'm sorry, I don't understand. La mas pers. I'm sorry, I don't understand what you were writing. KW, hold on a second. If anybody wants to be put up on the list right away, you can do a super chat to help out the channel and bypass. Go straight to the top if you don't want to wait. Okay, Hector, let's see what your question is going to say. Yeah, Hector, I know how that is. I really do know how that is. So anyway, Hector, 1, 2, or 3. If anybody wants to be put on the top of the list, anything you can with the super chat, I would really appreciate it. You will get a more in-depth reading from me. Hello, Valencia. Welcome. If you have not subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing, Valencia. It would help. And also, you get a card reading. But if you want to be put to the top of the list, you can do a super chat, and you will be put to the top of the list, and it will be a more in-depth card reading. Or if you really want an in-depth card reading, you can write to my email, officialspektorbaal@gmail.com. Okay. So, 1, Hector. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it's coming. That's it. That's it, Hector. You got the card of everyone. This is a very major card, the Hierophant. I usually consider it the God card, or the universal card, that the universe is on your side when it comes to this. So, yeah. That means yes. Okay, Anthony, welcome. Hold on a second. I have to write everybody down. Now, everybody, there's people ahead of you. I'm doing the best I can, but if you want to be put to the top, you could do a super chat and I will just throw you up to the top. If you don't want to wait. Okay. So who is next here? Okay, Kimberly, hold on. Okay, hold on, Kimberly. Kimberly, if you want to, that's a very deep, in-depth reading. If you want an in-depth reading, you could contact me at officialspektorbaal@gmail.com. I could give you a slight in-depth reading if you do a super chat, and it will be thrown on top because one cards won't really answer all of that. So I'm just letting you know. Okay, Okay, I have you here next. Jose, when I mean deception spirit, I just mean that you need to just listen to yourself, that there nothing. It's more about trying to listen to your intuition while you're working with Lucifer. That's what I mean. So no deception comes about, so you could listen to what's going on. Okay, now this is a one-card reading, so it won't be as detailed. Again, anybody wants to be put to the top, do a super chat. I will give you a more in-depth reading. Anything you can for it will be great. It helps out the channel. If you want an in-depth reading with consultation from me, write me on my email in the description below, or I could put the email in the chat if you need that. Okay, AM, let me know, 1, 2, or 3. Hector, light a few candles. That's really cool. Nice and spooky is cool. 1. Well, all I could tell you is that you got the 10 of Pentacles. Pentacles are all the elements. The 10 of Pentacles means that you are on the path where you need to go. Things are showing you the signs. So just follow your intuition, Am. So if anybody wants an in-depth card reading, do a super chat. Helps out the channel again. Very appreciative. And I offer consultations for those who are interested. Follow me on Instagram too. I'm trying to grow the Instagram channel. So if you guys have not followed Spektor Baal on Instagram, do it now. Okay. So, who's next? No. I hope I'm saying that correctly, that I write that correctly down. Again, any super chats are appreciated. BAES, I have you up. Okay, what was your question? Again, anybody wants to be put to the top of the line, let me know, and I will put you on the top of the line. Consider doing a super chat to help out the channel. It helps out the channel, and you get a more in-depth reading. I do use energy when I do this, so. And I consider these donations for the channel an energy exchange. So Bay is sorry if I'm saying that incorrectly. What was your question? I don't think you wrote a question in. I'm looking right now. If you have a question, please put it down. And also let me know which card, 1, 2, or 3. Also, if anybody has not subscribed, subscribe. Also, I do in-depth consultations and card readings. Also, if you have a pet that needs help to pass to the other side, I can help with that too. Or if you need a curse removed, or if you need your house blessed. Sorry, BAE. So what is your question? Okay, what do I need to focus on in order to move forward in life? Okay, so which one? 1, 2, or 3? Again, if anybody wants to be put to the top with an in-depth reading for more than one card, consider doing a super chat. Okay, so you have the Strength card. Make sure that you don't doubt yourself when you are moving forward. No self-doubt. And try not to be insecure when you move ahead. Okay. Who is next? KW. Again, if anybody wants an in-depth reading with me, consider writing my email, officialspektorbaal@gmail.com. Well, if you want a more in-depth reading, I could pull out 3 cards if you want, but with the with a donation. The thing is, with the strength, just make sure that you don't have any insecurities or self-doubt when you're moving ahead. It's very hard to tell you everything from one card. Usually, if there's more cards, I could give you a more in-depth reading when it comes to that. Okay. KW, you here? Again, if anybody wants an in-depth or spiritual consulting, consider on my email. Again, thank you so much, BAE. Okay, what was your question, KW? Okay, I just found it. Okay, KW. I mean, one card won't really say much, but I'll do my best. Again, if anybody wants an in-depth reading, consider doing the super chat. That helps out the channel out a lot, and it will be a more in-depth reading of what's exactly going on. Like I did for Nikki and Dark and Latif and Jose. Okay, KW. Let me know, 1, 2, or 3. Again, if anybody needs an in-depth reading, you can do a super chat. That will help out the channel out a lot. Okay, so we have here is the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups, it's removed. So emotional loss is what exactly the cup means. So there might be things that need to be worked on. If both of you feel there might be some sort of emotional loss going on, or one person's not getting enough validation. Okay, that's what the card is saying. If anybody wants a more in-depth, hope KW that helps. If anybody wants a more in-depth reading, consider doing a super chat. Okay, Valencina. Let me see. Okay, Robbie, I need to know how to do the super chat. Robbie, there should be a thing up there with the super chat. It kind of lets. I think the amount. I think it's on top of the chat, or maybe on the bottom where. I think there's like a happy face where there's a reaction. There's a dollar sign, and then there's a create a poll. So I think it's where the dollar sign is where the super chat is, right below the stream. If anybody knows where the super chat is, it's right below where the dollar sign is. For an in-depth reading, for a more in-depth reading. Okay, Valencia. I think it's Valencia. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Yeah, Valencia. Thank you, Valencia, for liking and subbing. I really appreciate it. Okay, Valencia, do you have a question? Again, if anybody wants an in-depth reading or spiritual consultation from me, I could help you. Finances, relationships, businesses, what to do. Write me at officialspektorbaal@gmail.com. Hey, kitty cat, how are you? Hold on, I gotta put you in the list. Kitty cat, unless you want to put on the top of the list, you could do a super chat, and I go, thank you, Robbie, I will get to you right away. Kitty cat, you could do a super chat, and I could put you on the top of the list right away, so you have to wait, because there are people before you, and you will get a more in-depth reading. Robbie, what is your question? Also, question, is the music too loud, or it's fine? Or you guys want it louder? I'm just curious, could you even hear it? Man, I don't have a question. Okay, Robbie, let's do it this way. What should you know? If you don't have a question, we'll just ask the tarot, what should you know? And the tarot will tell you what you should know. Okay, so let's mix this up. Hold on, Custard. I need to put you in the list. There's people ahead. Again, if anybody wants to be put on the top and not wait, you could do a super chat. You could help out the channel, and you don't have to wait in line. And you will get an in-depth reading if you don't want to wait in line, because there's quite a few people here. And I thank you all and grateful all of you for being on the channel and supporting the channel, even by being here. Again, I also consultations and things of that matter. Okay, Robbie. Okay, Robbie, let me know 1, 2, or 3, because what does the card hold for you? 1. Okay, let's do one. What should you know? So interesting. You have pentacles. Pentacles is earth, air, water, and fire. It's actually all the elements. So you see two people walking away here. Now the two people are walking away. Looks like a church. The card is saying that you should pay attention to any ambitions that you have and actually strive for it, or any desire. Just go with that commitment. Just keep going. When you go with that commitment, things will actually unfold the way the universe wants it to unfold for you. Now, the next card we have is the Ten of Pentacles. When you have this ambition and you are building things that you want to build, things will come to you. They will come to you from the universe because you are working hard for them. This also represents the tree of life, which means everything is in balance and in harmony with what you need to do. Just continue doing what you feel and what you are striving for, achievements. Now we have the Four of Wands. You see a house built. Now with the Four of Wands, it's home and celebration. So that means whatever achievements you have in your mind or whatever goals that you want to achieve, if you continue doing these ambitions, you will build a home for yourself. It could be emotionally or it could be physically, where you will be satisfied where you actually are in life. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate it so much, Anthony. You are put into the role to be put up next. Again, if anybody wants to be put on top of the list, consider doing a super chat. That will help out the channel out a lot. And it will also boost this video. Also, share this video if you want to share it somewhere so the channel could grow. Yay. Anyway. Okay, glad to donate. Just want to know if Lilith has anything to tell me. Okay, Anthony. Thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate the support, and I really appreciate everyone who has come to the stream. And I really, truly am grateful for this. Okay. Okay, Anthony. What is Lilith? And Lilith is a wonderful, wonderful spirit. I adore Lilith. Lilith is awesome. Lilith lives on. Okay, Anthony. 1, 2, or 3. Anthony, 1, 2, or 3. I have 3 cards here spread. Again, I offer consultations. If you're interested, contact me at officialspektorbaal@gmail.com. Spiritual consultations, down your path, right hand, left hand, royal path, astral projection, goetic work, or in-depth card readings, or reaching your higher self or your holy guardian angel. Okay, Anthony. 1, 2, or 3. I just didn't know if you wrote 1. I just didn't see that yet. Maybe there's some sort of delay in the stream. Let me see. Okay. Again, if anybody is interested to get to the front of the line, consider doing a super chat. Okay, I have you here, Anthony. Anthony, are you here? Well, okay. I guess we'll just read the cards. Okay. Okay, we have the moon. The moon is a very good card when it comes to water. Make sure that you don't have any fear when you're working with any type of shadow, and also misinterpretation. So make sure that you listen to your intuition and try to not misinterpret things. If you see things in the astral or when you're working with Lilith, try to allow things to happen and don't interpret them right away, because things can get confusing. Now, the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles, also, this is reversed. Usually it means security when it's upright and prosperity, but in a reversed, it means indulgence and sensuality. When you're working with Lilith, try to understand yourself and don't try to dive into indulgence, and just try to be aware of what's going on so you don't get carried away with things. And also feel your sensuality, because Lilith does have a lot to do with sensuality when it comes to things like this. So yeah, that's what the cards are saying. Anthony, it's funny, I actually picked 3. I just picked 3, and I just said it's. I don't know if it was a pause, but I just read your cards. I just read the moon and I read the Knight of Pentacles for you. So again, if anybody is interested, yeah, Anthony, I just read it. I'll just tell you I'll tell you it again, because I don't know if it paused for you. I already chose 3, Anthony. Moon, you have the moon. And the moon is, make sure that you don't misinterpret things when you are working with Lilith or anything when it has to do with, with spirits. And also any fear that you have, make sure that you ground it. That's also, make sure that you ground it. And don't try to misinterpret things and try to take things as they are when you are working with Lilith. And the Knight of Pentacles, just make sure that you listen to your intuition and don't just try to interpret things right away. Okay, so if anybody needs a reading to be put straight to the top, an in-depth reading, consider doing a super chat. That will help out the channel. Or if you want a personal reading from me and spiritual consultation, consider officialspektorbaal@gmail.com. It's in the description. Also, I put it in the chat. Okay, so where do we for one card? Okay, we have Anthony. Oh, you're ready. We already put you there. Kimberly. Oh, Anthony, I'm pretty sure that it could be lagging, because there was this huge lag going on. Kimberly, are you still here? Now, if anybody wants an in-depth card reading, consider doing a super chat. If you don't know where the super chat is, it's right below where the smiley face is, and there's that $sign. That helps out the channel a lot. Whatever you can do to the super chat, you'll get a more in-depth card reading, plus it helps a lot. There is no minimum. Do what you can to help out the channel. It's donation based. Also, if you are interested in doing a in-depth reading with me, officialspektorbaal@gmail.com, and if you need help with relationships, money matters, business, and what to do, I can help you with that. Or if you need work with astral work, poetic work, or any type of spirit that you need help with, I can help you with that. Okay, Kimberly. Good evening, Salem. How are you? Welcome to the channel. If you have not subscribed, consider subscribing. Also, I am doing card readings for everyone, one card. But if you want to be put to the top, you could do a super chat, and you will be put to the top of the list. There is no minimum, and it helps out. I'm good. I'm doing wonderful, Salem. Thank you so much for asking. How are you? Okay, so Kimberly. Now let me see. I saw your question here. I am looking for your question. If anybody has not followed me on Instagram, Spektor Baal, follow me on Instagram or TikTok. What is your choice, TikTok or Instagram? Okay, Kimberly, I found you. Are you still here, Kimberly? Well, this is a one-card reading, so it might be a little bit short. Kimberly, if you want more in-depth reading, consider doing a super chat. It will just be more detailed. Thank you so much, Anthony. I really appreciate it. You are awesome too. Okay, so Kimberly, are you here? Because I see your question, but I don't see you here. If no one is next, I would like to read. Yeah, Salem, there are some people before you. I put you in, but if you want, you could do a super chat and you could be thrown on top of the list if you want. You'll get a more in-depth reading. But there are some people ahead of you, Salem. Kimberly, are you around, Kimberly? Again, if anybody has not subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing. Make sure you click on that notification bell because I'm going to be doing this 1 to 2 times a week with these live tarot readings. You don't want to miss out on it. Kimberly, are you here? Okay. Kitty Cat, are you here? Kitty Cat. I'm wondering if there's any lag in this now. I hope not. There you are, Kitty Cat. I was wondering where you were. Well, I don't know where Kimberly is, so you're next. I just got to find your question again. Because, you know, with papers, by the time I write all these questions down, everyone. Okay, I got to find your question, Kitty Cat. Hold on a second. If you could repeat the question, it would be great. Because it's just a lot of messages. Oh, I found it. Okay. Hey, Spector, what do you see from my love life? Okay, kitty cat, let's see what goes on and what the cards have to say. If anybody wants a super chat, consider doing it. It helps out the channel, whatever you could afford. And you will have a more in-depth reading. And you will be put to the top of the list. There are people that are waiting in line. Okay, kitty cat. Yeah, I just saw the question. Okay. 1, 2, or 3. Again, if anybody wants to be put on the top of the line, consider doing it. You'll get a more in-depth reading. Or if you want a spiritual consultation with me, and also my slots are filling up with the spiritual consultations or an in-depth reading, officialspektorbaal@gmail.com too. Follow me on Instagram, everyone. Okay. This is a good card. You got the two of cups. The Two of Cups, what do you see here? You see two people holding a cup in unity. Partnership, unity, connection. Yes. In the next few months, somebody is going to be coming into your life. Something will happen. So this is a very good card, kitty cat. Hello, can I have a message from Moloch? Duke, I need to put you in. There's people before you, Duke, but I will put you in. Salem is before you. Unless you don't want to wait, and you could do a super chat, and I could give you an in-depth reading about Moloch. Again, I offer consultations. You're welcome. You're quite welcome, kitty cat, and thank you for the support, and thank you for being a member of this channel. If anybody has not shared the channel, consider sharing it on Facebook, on Instagram to grow the channel. I really would appreciate it. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. Okay. So, who is next here? Custard? Hold on. Custard, are you here? I am looking for you. I think it was Custard. Again, if anybody doesn't want to wait, you could do a more in-depth reading if you support the channel by super chatting it. You are all supporting the channel by being here. So I'm thankful for all you being here. Thank you so much. But every little bit helps for the channel. Okay, there you are. Thank you, Salem. I appreciate it. I will get to you right after Custard because I already called Custard. I'll put you, Salem. I'll put you right here. You'll have a more in-depth reading in a second. Message from, thank you, Salem. Thank you, Hecate. Okay, message from Hecate. Okay, Custard, let's see. Custard the dragon. I like dragons. Dragons are cool. Dragons are strong. Nobody messes with a dragon. Okay. We're going to be cutting the cards, Custard. What would you like? 1, 2, or 3? Maybe there's a delay in something. Custard, what do you like? 1, 2, or 3? Oh, Custard, this is tricky. I mean, you're drawn to 1, 2, or 3. Let's do it this way, Custard. Imagine you sitting where I am right now. And look at the cards. You see 3 cards. Use your intuition. 2 or 3. Quick. Yes, that's the one I was thinking about. Again, if anybody wants a consultation from me on your spiritual path, an in-depth card reading from me, officialspektorbaal@gmail.com. Also, it's in the description, in the descriptions. Anyway, you got the Queen of Pentacles. It's a female sitting on the throne. Hecate feels that you need to meditate more and be centered when you are working, to make sure that you listen to yourself and not have any expectations of anything when you're working with Hecate. Or Hecate, depends who you ask. Okay, Salem, let's do your reading. Again, thank you for the donation, Salem. I really appreciate it. Again, anybody can donate what they want to get a more in-depth reading. But the more it helps the channel, I could bring you better content and the channel. Again, thank you everybody for being here. Thank you for the support. If any of you have not subscribed to the channel, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, Spektor Baal. The link is down below in the description. Okay, Salem, hold on 1 second. Now, is everybody enjoying the music? Does everybody hear the music in the background? Hyde, I have not forgot about you. You are in the list, Hyde, I feel, but I'm looking at the list right now. Hold on. Okay, Salem, 1, 2, or 3. I gotta. Again, if anybody wants to be put on top, consider doing a super chat. You will get a more in-depth card reading from me. And also, if you want consultation from me, officialspektorbaal@gmail.com, I can help you with money matters, relationships, or anything else that's going on. Okay, you have number 2, Salem. So let's see what it is. Now, Salem, question. Did you have a specific question? Because I am looking. Ah, never mind. I got your question. Everything is good. Interesting. Very interesting you have Salem here. I like your name. Salem is a good name. I like Salem. Have I been to Salem, Massachusetts? No, I've never been there. Okay. So, we have the Magician, a very, very powerful card. Okay. Now, this is a universal card. This is a card of someone that's controlling things that are happening around them, their desire, their creation, their manifestation, their willpower. The thing is, know your willpower and what you want to create and manifest from the universe into this manifestation in which we live. So once you put an image in your head of what you want to do, know that it's there. Know that it exists. Know that you already have it, and don't try to doubt it in any way. So it manifests. Now we have the 5 of Wands. Now the 5 of Wands is an interesting card. You see a female or fighting other males in the card, it seems. But I do think this is a card of struggle. It's a card of struggle. It could be an internal struggle. It could be an external struggle. But it means that I do feel that this card exactly means that try not to doubt any types of manifestations that are going to happen. I know it's our human nature. It's easier to think negativity than positivity, but try to put the things that you want into perspective and try not to think of any negative things that could ruin this. It's harder. It's much easier said than done, but with enough practice, manifest things from there to here. Okay. Again, if anybody wants a personal reading from me in depth, consider writing me on officialspektorbaal@gmail.com. I also offer spiritual consultations about relationships, money matters, or any spirits you want to work with, even the Gh4 or astral work too. Okay. So who do we have? Kimberly, Kitty Cat, Custard. We did this. We did Salem. Yes, Salem. Manifestation. It's all about manifesting. Look, we're all manifesting right now. Manifestation right here. Oh, thank you so much, Salem, and I appreciate you being here. Okay. Duke, are you around? Thank you, Salem. I appreciate it so much. So, if anybody wants to donate on the super chat, I appreciate it. It helps out the channel. Do what you can. Duke, what was your question? Because you are next after Salem on one card. Unless you want a more in-depth reading, you could consider doing a super chat, help the channel out. But I appreciate that you are here. Anybody wants spiritual consultations, consider writing officialspektorbaal@gmail.com. Ah, now I remember your question. Malak. Malak. I like working with Malak. Malak is really cool. One, two, or three, Duke? No, Duke, it's great. Could you tell me 1, 2, or 3? Custard, absolutely. Again, if anybody wants spiritual consultations with me when it comes to magic or when it comes to other things, to manifest things that you need in your life, relationships, money, businesses, officialspektorbaal@gmail.com. 3, Duke. Okay. We got the 3. Oops. We have the Queen of Wands. My mistake. The Queen of Wands, reversed. Interesting. Selfishness, jealousy. Usually when this is upright, it's courage and determination. But when working with Malak, try to be more selfless when working with Malak. Try to just allow things to happen and try, if there's any insecurities when working with Malak, try to let them go. Okay, Hyde, you're next. Again, if anybody wants a full-on reading with me, officialspektorbaal@gmail.com or spiritual consultation. And also, if you need more in-depth reading, any super chat is appreciated. So if anything you can do, help the channel, but you're already helping the channel by being here. Thank you, everybody, for the support. Hide, what is your question? You're welcome, Duke. Yes, I've been forcing you manifest. Now, Salem, just trust. It's all about manifestation. Hey, Legion of Lilith, I love your name. So, Legion Lilith, there's usually a one-card reading if you want to wait in line, but if you want to be put up on the top, you can do a super chat and get a more in-depth reading. Or if you need help with spiritual consultations, officialspektorbaal@gmail.com, or an in-depth card reading with the tarot. What is the most generic thing? What do you mean? What do you mean? Just a regular generic card reading? Do you want me to just pull out a card and just whatever it says? Okay. Let's see. I know that name, Hyde. Danny Doom, welcome. Okay, we have the Three of Pentacles here. The Three of Pentacles. Now, the Three of Pentacles. Lack of teamwork and disorganization. Anyway, whatever you are doing, just make sure that try not to be disorganized in whatever goals you are setting yourself or any type of work that you're doing. Make sure you're not disorganized. Okay, so if anybody, yes, DS, I could do a reading. I have you. There is a line. If anybody wants to be put on top of the line, let me know, and I will. But the super chat is really appreciated. A super chat is appreciated to help out the channel. Thank you, Danny Doom. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So we have Danny Doom next. Straight to the top. To the top. Boom. To the top. Anyway. Okay, Danny Doom. Oops. Let's do a general reading. Let's see what the cards say. Again, if anybody needs to be put to the top, any type of super chat is appreciated. Thank you so much. I also appreciate everyone here. Support the channel. If you're not subscribed, if you're new here, consider subscribing and click on that notification bell because I do these live streams. I'm going to be doing them more and more. So if you want a reading, let me know. Of course, if you want any spiritual consultations, I can help you with money and relationships and things like that. Danny Doom, can you please let me know what you want? 1, 2, or 3? You're welcome, I. Okay. So Danny Doom, 1, 2, or 3? Card 1, 2, or 3, Danny Doom. Again, I offer spiritual consultations if anyone would like them. officialspektorbaal@gmail.com. And if you need a real in-depth tarot reading. Okay, one. Let's see what the cards have in store for you, Danny Doom. Okay, well, these are very good cards. They're upright. So we got the Four of Wands. It's a very happy card. It means celebration of things happening as they come. Community, home, and things. Oh no, I saw you said one. So when you are setting any type of goals or anything, they're going to be coming your way. This is a very, very good card of everything aligning universally with you, with the universe itself. Now, Danny Doom, the thing. So the Seven of Cups is a very interesting card. This is a card of water where things flow, but there is a shadow looking at these Seven of Cups, and these Seven of Cups could be delusional in a way of how the imagination is, of things that you want to manifest. Searching for choices, purpose, daydreaming. So when you are daydreaming about these things, make sure that you try to see the things around you so that they can manifest in this world. So that is what the cards are saying. And also make sure before you make any type of choices on what you want to do, make sure they're logical choices, not just based only on emotion, in a way of that if there's a choice that you have to make, wait till everything is calm and cool until making some sort of a choice, so that it manifests correctly and it's just not something that is just daydreamed. Hello, Zam FM Zooming. Okay. So if anybody wants an in-depth card reading, consider doing a super chat. It will help out the channel out a lot. If you need a spiritual consulting, officialspektorbaal@gmail.com. Okay, Zay, you are next. What question do you have? What is Lucifer trying to show me in a dream? Interesting. Okay, well, let's see what Lucifer says about this. Zay, pick a card, 1, 2, or 3. Danny Doom, you're welcome. And thank you again for the donation. Again, any donation, any super chat will help the channel. Please super chat. It helps out the channel. It helps me bring better content to you, and also these streams. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing. Okay, Zay, 1, 2, or 3? 3. Well, this is a fun card. Okay, Zay. You have the Tower, Zay. The Tower is a very chaotic card. It could mean chaos within oneself. But since you're asking for spiritual matters, it means chaos with whatever work you are doing. This is what Lucifish is trying to show you. Through growth, chaos must come. But just allow the chaos to happen. Don't fight it. Okay, everyone. Thank you all for being on the stream. Thank you all for the donations. Please come back to the channel and consider subscribing and clicking that notification bell to know when the next stream is. Again, thank you, everyone. And thank you for the support. I am grateful to all of you. If you can share this page, share the channel, that would also be grateful. And thank you for all the support you guys have given the channel. Thank you so much, Kitty Cat. Don't fight it, Zay. Don't fight it. Anyway, take care, everyone. And I will see you in the next video chat, live chat. Bye.